Hello, everyone. I guess we can start. It's 9:01, and this is Cindy Lau. I am the founder of Team Fashionably Fit. Thank you so much for joining me tonight for our weekly meeting, team meeting. Today is October 7th, and today I kind of just wanted to talk to you about your daily checklist, like what you should be doing. Since I'm a very visual person, I need to have it like written out for me so I can know what to do. I figure maybe you guys are similar to me in that sense. So we'll be talking about that. But before we get into that aspect of the call, I just want to give a couple of shout outs. Like I said, it's actually been a week. Today's the 7th of October. So it's been a week, 1 week down in the month of October. That's crazy. And I want to give the following people a congratulations, a shout out, if you will, for having success code points on the board already for the month of October. So we have Reina Nunez with 2 points, Nina Alvarado with 2 points, and Jessie Hernandez also with 2 points. I just want to say that these lovely ladies are all part of Reina's team. So that's awesome, guys. You guys are building your business and you're doing it together. So that's awesome. Congratulations. For everyone else, we need to step up our games. 1 week down. We still have 3 more to go. We have great promos this month, so you need to take advantage of those. As far as challenge packs for the month of October, we have the 21-day fix in English and in Spanish, and so it's $140, right? It's entry-level price for the challenge pack, but when they buy the 21-day fix, they get a free insulated fixed tote bag, which I actually have one here. So they get one of these cool little bags that's insulated, which is pretty sweet, because if you've ever done the fix, you know it's all about meal prepping and portioning your meals. So this is a great little gift to have, and I paid for this bad boy, so it's nice to get it for free. So we have that. We also have the 21-day fix extreme for those customers who maybe finished the 21 days of the regular program and want to graduate to the next level, or maybe it's someone who's already a fitness buff and wants to do something that's a little more intense, a little more extreme. We have the 21-day fix extreme in English and in Spanish for that entry level price of $140. We also have one of my favorite programs. I mean, I love them all, but we have Body Beast, and it includes a free Beachbody Performance Sampler Pack, and that's the challenge pack. So if you get the Body Beast Challenge Pack, you get a free Beachbody Performance Sampler Pack for $140. So that's a great price point. That's a great deal right there. We also have the Kickstarts on promo this month. So we have the 21-day fix and the Fix Extreme Kickstarts, which means it's a challenge pack plus the 3-day refresh. So that's also a great option for those who maybe want to start it, but they feel like maybe they need to cleanse before they do it. You can get them on the 3-day refresh. So these are definitely great challenge packs. I feel like everyone nowadays who signs up to start on their fitness journey, they're more prone to going with the 21-day fix, because a lot of us need to learn about nutrition and how to properly fuel our bodies. So I love it when the 21-day fix goes on sale, because even though it's not that expensive regularly, it's $160, but I feel like at $140 it's just why not? So we have that. I also wanted to say that if you were not able to catch the National Wake Up Call on Monday with Carl Deichler, you definitely need to catch the replay. He also did it, he was live on his Facebook page. So if instead of hearing it, if you want to see his amazing, handsome face, go on his Facebook page and, look back, find the replay. And he spoke about planting the seeds for 2016 success, and he gave some great pointers. So definitely need to listen to that call. And the last thing that I want to speak about is I need you all to make sure that you have in your calendar saved October 17th. That's 10 days from now. That is our Super Saturday. So for New York, the tickets have not gone on sale yet, but as soon as they are, you need to jump on that. If you are not in New York or the tri-state area, or are not coming to the New York Super Saturday, you need to go into the back office and locate your nearest Super Saturday and make sure that you register, or that you buy your tickets, or that you make your travel arrangements. Whatever you have to do, make sure that you're there. It's really important. And make sure that you bring a guest, or 2 or 3. This could be someone in your downline. It could be a working coach. It could be a discount coach. It could be somebody who is a challenger of yours who's maybe thinking about signing up. Just present the opportunity to them to come with you. If you want, pay for them to go. But I also find a lot of times when you pay for someone else to do something, they don't see the value in it. So that's totally up to you. If you want to pay for the person to go as a guest, feel free to do so. If not, no one's going to judge you, because, only you know what is right to do. And every situation is different. So with that being said, we got all of that out of the way, and we can get into the meat and potatoes, or potatoes, of our phone call. So today, it's not going to be so crazy, in depth. I just wanted to show you how simple it is, because sometimes I feel like, we might get a little confused, or like, what am I supposed to be doing? I'm a coach now, and I'm being pulled in 50 million directions. I have my real job. I have my family. I have my significant other. I go to school. I have my kids. I have, whatever the case is, we all have busy lives, whether you're a stay-at-home mom, or a full-time employee, or a full-time student. I'm not here to say that my life is more hectic than yours, or your life is more hectic than that person. We all have things going on in our lives, and we're all really busy. But the good news is that a lot of people who have made it to the top in this business are busy people. So that's a great sign. And I've heard top coaches say, whenever somebody says to me, I'm too busy for this, I don't have the time to do this, they're like, that's great. Then you're in the right business. Like, this is for you, because this is for people who are busy. Because I find, and I was speaking to Reina about this not too long ago, like, me personally, when I'm super busy and stressed in my life, that's when I perform the best. That's when I'm kind of like, under pressure. I'm like, I gotta do this, and I do everything that I'm supposed to do. Meanwhile, if I don't have any pressure on me, and I'm kind of like, la, 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 I tend to not get anything done. So for those of you who are sitting there saying, I'm super busy, I can't find the time is just not gonna appear, it's not gonna, you can't wish for it and it's gonna be there. You have to make the time. So if you're really busy, that means that you have to schedule your time, and you have to be productive in that time, not waste time, which is very easy to do if you're not laser sharp focused on what you're trying to get accomplished. So let me screen share here. Hold on. That's weird. Hold on. Okay, so I think you see my whole screen here. So that's our call info. Today is the daily checklist. And, we should all, as business owners, we should all be doing this business activity tracker every week. And I mentioned this many weeks ago that I said I wanted you all to post your business activity tracker in our team page every Wednesday evening, since that's the last day of the week for Beachbody. Our new week starts on every Thursday, and I don't think I ever got a business activity tracker posted. Maybe a couple. I could be wrong, but this is something that Beachbody created for us to help us stay on track, because life can be so crazy and sometimes, it could just fly by. They created this to help us stay on track and make sure that we're reaching our goals daily, which will then help us reach our goals weekly, which will then help us reach our goals for the month. But this sometimes may seem a little overwhelming or confusing, which to me, it's not confusing or overwhelming. It's just, it looks very scary to some people. I made a video on this, so if you're confused on how to fill this out, there's a video on our team page. You can look it up, or on my YouTube channel, you can find it. But for those of you who maybe don't feel comfortable using that, there's this list that Scotty Habs, who is a top coach, awesome man, in Beachbody, he created this, and it breaks it down. So if you do these 10 things daily, like, these are the things that he does, and he's rocking his business like no other. So if these are the things that he does, and this is what he swears by, why can't we do the same? And sure, you hear this a lot. What works for someone might not work for someone else. Okay, so tweak it. Make it your own. Take this list, and if you're like, I'm going to do this instead of that, do it. But at least you have a list that you can check off during the day. And he breaks it down so easily that this is something you can do in an hour. Maybe not an hour, maybe 2 hours. You know what I mean? But these are things that you do every day in order to increase your business. And I know a lot of us say, oh, our weekends are tough. Me, myself, I do this all the time. I say my weekends are tough, and they are, because I have everyone in my family with me on the weekends, and everybody wants my attention, and I have to be, we have events and we're running around. But if I apply myself for an hour every Saturday and every Sunday, maybe before people wake up in my house or after they go to bed, and I do this, then I can't complain. I'm doing my part. I can't complain that my business is not where I want it to be. If I'm doing these things 7 days a week, every single day, I'm making full effort to grow my business. So on his list of 10 things, number 1 is read or listen to at least 20 minutes of personal development. He recommends that you start with The Slight Edge or Craig Holliday's 90 Days of Excellence. Slight Edge is a book. You can order it on Amazon. Or I have the 90 Days of Excellence, which are audios. It's broken up weekly, so it's something you can listen to every day. You can listen to a new audio. I have those. If you're interested, I can post that in the team group, in the team page. Some of you have already heard the audios with me in the past, but this is something that you can revisit. Number 2, do at least 2 exposures. Listen to their story before you tell yours. And exposures are, these are things that can be done over email, over Messenger, over a text message, a phone call, in the grocery stores. Speak to 2 people every day. But again, listen. Don't speak. Don't speak over them or try to take over the conversation. Listen to them. Number 3, be a product of the product. Do your workout and drink your Shakeology. This is something that you should be doing every day. Now, if your program only calls for 5 days of the week, then obviously you won't be working out 7 days of the week. But at least you're sticking to your program, your schedule. If your program calls for 6 days, then you do your 6 days. But I've never seen a program that's only 1 or 2 days a week. So if your program calls for 5, 6, 7 days a week, you should be doing it 5, 6, 7 days a week. And if one day you miss it, then you double up the next day. But it's really important that you're doing your workouts and that you're drinking your Shakeology and that you're sharing about it, because you cannot honestly tell others to do their workouts, to drink your Shakeology, to join your challenge group if you're not doing it yourself. Number 4, call or text one person randomly to encourage them, whether they are a coach, a customer, or just a friend. That's even what we were speaking about the other day, about even just doing a random act of kindness. That can be considered number 4 here, How nice is that? I've done that, randomly. I'll just be like, hey, how are you? And you never know. Like, that person could need someone to speak to. Maybe that person's going through something. Like, just reach out and say hi. And it doesn't have to be for any other reason just to say hello. And it doesn't have to be a coach or an existing customer or somebody who used to be a customer. It could be a family member, a friend, a coworker. It doesn't have to be a call or a text. It could be in person. Just reach out to a random person every day. Number 5, post inspirational or engaging things on Facebook 3 to 5 times per day. And this is something that you will hear over and over and over again. Some days you'll post once, some days you'll post twice, sometimes you'll post 7, 8 times. Life is different. Every day is different. But remember that you should be posting quality over quantity. So don't sit here and be like, oh my God, but Cindy said I need to post 3 times a day and I only posted 1 and I don't know what to post. So let me post a picture of my eraser. So I'm sitting at my desk and that's the first thing that I saw. Don't sit here and post crap. Excuse my language. Just, make sure that what you're posting is adding value to someone's life. But you need to be doing this. That's the only way that you're going to get people to interact with you or to want to build a relationship with you. Number 6, check into Facebook groups. He has his team name here, and that means checking into our team page, checking into our team chat, checking into your challenge groups. If you're running a challenge group, you should be in there every day, checking in on people. If you're a part of another challenge, or if you're in your own, like you're a challenger still, you're a coach, but you're a challenger in a challenge group, your responsibility is to post every day. Whether it's your meals or a sweaty pic or a flex pic, it could be anything. You need to be checking into these groups every day. If you're part of a Coach Basics, you need to be checking in every day. Right now we're doing the Push to Diamond, Push to Legend group. If you're in that group, you should be taking, especially if you paid to be part of it for the contest part, you should be taking advantage of that and checking in every day. It's important. I would say 9 out of 10 of us have full-time jobs, 9 to 5. Do you go to your job every day? You know what I mean? Like, if you're supposed to be there, do you show up? And if you're supposed to be there at 9, do you show up? Do you stroll in at 11 without calling and being like, hey, I'm running late or something happened? No. Why? Because you just don't do things like that. And this is a business. And sometimes we take this for granted because we are our own CEO and we can do this from anywhere. We take it for granted and we don't show up, or, we're like, I don't have to post anything today, or I don't have to check in on my challengers today. That's BS. You should be checking into your groups every day. Do follow-ups on the phone, which is number 7, and via email, working from a list in a notebook. Write down everyone that you're talking to, because a lot of times it gets to be a lot if you're speaking to 20, 30, 40 different people during the week. You want to keep track of who you spoke to, who you text, what they said, when they said to follow up. Keep track of these things. Number 8, answer all business-related emails from customers and coaches. So that, again, is pretty much the same as number 7. You should just be checking in on your emails, your text messages, responding, because that's the worst thing you can do. You can have someone sitting in your email and not get back to them. Number 9, check the coach online office for breaking news, new customer leads, send them the welcome email. Learn a little more about what is in there. If maybe you don't know how to navigate your back office yet because you're fairly new, or you just haven't gotten around to it, take some time every day and get to learn a new aspect of it. You should be going in there every day. Like I've mentioned before, this is a business. That's your operating system for your business. So you should be going in there every single day, every morning. And even if you don't understand what you're doing, just go in there and look at the main screen and see what's going on. Check your Success Club points. Check how much volume you have. Check to see if you have any new customers, if you have any new coaches. See if your coaches signed up new coaches. Check to see your status. Make sure that you're active. Check to just check around, play around with it, get to know it. Number 10, listen to team calls or national wake-up calls from the archive in the online office, and attend any local events, home parties, fit clubs, trainings. So that list doesn't seem so scary. I know that, like I said, the business activity tracker sometimes looks really scary, and I don't know why. But this is exactly the same thing that Scotty breaks down here. Maybe because it looks really looks user-friendly on the left, and the other one looks so businessy, but they're the same thing. So I want you to, this is a personal preference. If you prefer to have the more business-looking sheet to keep track of your business, use the one on the right. Use the business activity tracker. If you need something a little more casual, a little more user-friendly, use the one on the left. But whichever you decide to use it. It honestly, it breaks my heart to hear people say, I've been a business for so and so amount of time and I'm still stuck at whatever rank I'm at. My business isn't growing. I'm not making the amount of money that I want to make. I can't get customers. People, they don't get back to me. But there has to be a disconnect somewhere. There has to be something that maybe you're not doing. And it's not a reflection of you personally. It's not because people don't like you or whatever. It could be maybe there's something missing from your 3 vital behaviors, the 3 things that you should be doing. Are you inviting constantly? Are you doing your personal development? Are you being proof that the product works? Like, these are things that you need to be doing every single day. And, I don't know if you've noticed, I've noticed that, especially in the month of September, the first 3 weeks of September were really tough for me. I felt like I just couldn't catch up with life. You know what I mean? Like with back to school and my kids and a new schedule, and one kid is here or the other kid is there. I have to pick one up. I have to drop one off. I just felt like I just couldn't catch up. I was always behind. And I paid for that. Last month, I ended up with only 2 Success Club points, and that's because I was not inviting as much as I should have, because the first 3 weeks of the month, I was like drowning in my own life, you know what I mean? And I can say a little confession here. I wasn't listening to personal development like I should have been listening to it. I don't know. Looking back, September, I was very lost. Let's just say lost. Instead of September, I'm going to call it the lost month, because 3 out of the 4 weeks, I was pretty much just like done. But now, like the last week of September and now in October, I've been being like keeping on track of my inviting and making sure that my social media is on point and reaching out to people. And I'm slowly starting to see it pick up momentum again. Because in this business, once you keep going, it's a wheel. You keep going, and you keep inviting, keep doing your personal development. You keep doing your workouts, you're drinking your Shakeology, you're sharing this with people. It keeps moving. You keep getting momentum. But once you start stopping, you take a break and you're like, I'm not going to work out today, or I'm going to not drink my Shakeology today, or I don't have time to listen to personal development, or whatever the case is. Once you start stopping, that wheel starts going slower, slower, slower. And then when you decide to start picking that up again, you need to apply more effort to make that pick up momentum again. Instead of if you just would have continued, and again, I know life gets in the way. I'm not saying that this is easy. I'm not saying that you guys are slackers or I'm a slacker. It's not, we just have to get better at being laser focused and being productive with our time and not wasting time with other things. So I hope, that gives you kind of an idea of what you should be doing as a Beachbody coach. I don't want you to think that, I don't want you to feel lost. Use these guidelines. It's broken down for you. And if you're still confused, YouTube, it works wonders. There's videos for everything. Not only that, you have us, your upline coaches. So if any of you have questions, you know how to reach me. You can call me, you can text me, you can send me a Facebook message, you can email me. You know how to reach me. So I don't ever want to hear, I don't want to reach out to you because this was a dumb question, or I'm going to share something with you. The other day, I reached out to a challenger of mine who is in my challenge group and has not posted, like, ever. Ever. And every once in a while, I'll be like, hey, how are you? Oh, I'm fine, whatever. I'm going to start up again. And then that's it. So I reached out to her and I'm like, where have you been? I haven't heard from you. And she said to me, well, the thing is that I got the 21-day fix and I just didn't understand the meal plan, so I didn't start it. And I'm like, mind you, she got this like 3 months ago. And I'm like, why didn't you reach out to me? Like, I sent you a video on the meal plan and I told you to let me know if you had any questions, and you never did. Why didn't you reach out? And she said to me, because I felt stupid asking. Because I felt stupid that I didn't understand the meal plan. And I felt bad. I felt extremely bad for her. And I felt bad. I felt like I did her a disservice. A lot of times challengers sign up and they're like, I'm going to do it. And then they fizzle out. And, you try to get them back, but they have to want it. So I thought she just kind of was quiet. She was in one of those funks, because I'm always reaching out to her. The only time we speak is when I reach out to her, and I don't want to be too pushy. But then I felt bad. I'm like, I'm here for her. And she felt bad coming to me. you know? So the moral of the story is, don't waste your time. She sat on that program for 3 months. Don't waste your time because you're afraid to ask a question. You know, we all started at the same level at day one, not knowing anything, you know? Like, we all have to start somewhere. If I can make this at all any easier for you, let me know. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you. You know, if you have any questions, just ask, please. Like, I don't want to hear you say, I didn't realize, and I sat here thinking about this for months, and I wasted all this time. Don't, don't. I also spoke to someone today who we were talking about coaching, and she says to me, I don't think I she's a coach, but for the discount, which is great. That's how I started. But she said, I don't think I'm ready to start coaching yet because I'm not where I want to be. You know, and that again, that makes me think of me because I was there. You know, I was there and I didn't think I was ready to start coaching because I wasn't where I wanted to be physically. And I wasted almost a year. You know, if I would have known then what I know now, I could probably be so much further along in my business. But because I was scared to ask and stubborn, I wasted time. So I don't want you guys to do that. So sorry that I kind of went off on a tangent. I was like way over there when I should have been over here, but I felt it in my heart that I had to share that with you guys. So that's why I did it. Again, the moral of the story, I'm here for you guys. So let me know if you have any questions. Thank you for being on the call tonight. And, you know, I want to see that you guys are using your to-do list. So I'll see you guys around. Have a great night. Bye.